A fellow executive at the Presidential Communications Operations Office asks Assistant Secretary Mocha to publicly apologize and go on leave after her controversial video of a lewd federalism jingle. Harold Clavite, Director General of the Philippine Information Agency, says on Facebook he finds Uson's video offensive and an insult to other government workers. He says, quote, "I respectfully urge Ms. Mocha Uson to take a leave of absence, putting into consideration the code of conduct and ethical standards that all public officials should adhere to. A public apology from the PCOO official is paramount." He adds, "It is about time that someone speaks up and hold erring officials accountable. As far as I'm concerned, Ms. Uson's actions since her appointment have time and again proven to be in poor taste." Clavite says he decided to speak out in honor of the massive man-hours his office devotes to proper communication of government information. He describes the federalism jingle as degrading to the women and mothers in our communities.
Sayawin mo daw eh. Oh, dito lang ako sa tabi. Sayawin mo.
Sayaw na tayo!
Solo mo. Go! Yan na!
Ipepe, ipepe, idede, idede, ipede, pede, pede, federalismo!
PCOO Secretary Martin Andonar and Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque have distanced themselves from the incident. It is not clear whether Uson will be held accountable. President Rodrigo Duterte himself was supposedly not bothered by it. Lawmakers, including Duterte's own ally Senator Coco Pimentel, told Uson to take a leave over the lewd video. Consultative committee members were also up in arms about the jingle, calling it inappropriate. Meanwhile, Vice President Leni Robredo is considering filing a criminal case against Drew Olivar, the blogger who performed the federalismo jingle. Olivar claimed Robredo had slept around when she went to South Africa in 2017.
Nasaan ka na, Leni? Di ba? 48 years ka nang nandyan sa South Africa, wala ka pa rin dito. Puro photo op ka parati dyan, putang ina mo. Pakuan ka na naman, pasiklab ka na naman, mabait ka na naman na parang tumutulong ka. Eh nandiyan ka lang naman talaga na nagpapakantot. Diba? Kahit naririnig ng mga tao, walang pakailam kahit public scandal to. Eh totoo naman talaga, nagpapakantot ka lang naman talaga dyan sa kwan eh. Dyan sa South African Leni Robredo ka, diba?
Olivar also cursed Robredo's eldest daughter, Aika, claiming taxpayers' money was used to pay for her studies at Harvard. But what is the truth? The vice president went to South Africa to speak before a conference for women and attend a roundtable discussion on corruption with the South African parliament. Her daughter Aika's Harvard schooling was also not paid for by Filipino taxpayers. Aika was in Harvard on a scholarship. Vice President Leni Robredo slams the House of Representatives for retaining Quezon Representative Danilo Suarez as minority leader. Robredo said she was deeply saddened after lawmakers still recognized Suarez for the post, even if he had campaigned and voted for Pampanga Representative Gloria Macapagal Arroyo as the new speaker. Suarez is a staunch Arroyo ally. Robredo says, quote, "The House leadership has failed us." Robredo's Liberal Party mate, Marikina Representative Miro Kimbo, previously claims he is the duly elected minority leader of his bloc, composed of lawmakers from LP, Makabayan, and the Magnificent Seven Independent Minority Bloc. Kimbo, Suarez, and ABS Party List Representative Eugene De Vera were all vying for the minority leadership since Arroyo ousted former Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez on July 23. Kimbo and former House Majority Leader Rodolfo Fariñas of the De Vera bloc vowed to file separate cases with the Supreme Court to question Suarez's minority leadership.
We had to wait until they made a categorical statement, and I think they even made it worse for themselves by the manner by which they declared Congressman Suarez as the minority leader. So,
Metro Manila mayors agreed to ban driver-only cars along EDSA during rush hour. This means only vehicles with 2 or more passengers would be allowed on EDSA during rush hour. There is no implementation date set yet. Metropolitan Manila Development Authority General Manager Jojo Garcia says 70% of vehicles in EDSA have only one passenger, the driver. He says guidelines on the new policy will be crafted following its approval. The council also approved banning provincial buses from plying EDSA. The ban was supposed to take effect in July, but Garcia said they are still contemplating on whether the ban would push through on August 15, pending the completion of the government-owned provincial bus terminal in Valenzuela City. Under the new policy, provincial buses coming from the south that do not have terminals in Pasay City are advised to use the government's Southwest Interim Provincial Terminal along Diosdado Macapagal Boulevard. Meanwhile, buses coming from north of Metro Manila will have to use the Valenzuela Terminal instead of the terminals in Cubao.